So, we're doing Prosciutto from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5. We're doing our makeup for it right now. I went ahead and moisturized my face, let that dry a bit. Now we're gonna prime it. I probably shouldn't be giving makeup advice. I'm not the best at it. You can see what I do for it, and you can be the judge whether or not that's correct or the way that you want to do your makeup. The hardest part about doing my makeup though is this, see my face? I shaved this morning. You can understand how hard that can be. And usually I use this concealer. We gotta get rid of, usually use it to get rid of a lot of the hair, facial hair areas. And then we'll dab it in. That way we just kind of neutralize it a bit. Now we're gonna do our foundation over that. Dab it on so it doesn't look streaky. See, this is practice for me too. I usually only do this during conventions. I'm really bad about that too. Sometimes I won't even do like a makeup test. I'll just be like, oh, I'll figure it out when I wake up the morning of the con. These makeup sponges smell really weird. But there we go. My face looks a little more even. Ooh, eyeliner is kind of the big part of this makeup. It's got those big lush eyes. So I kind of do it different every time I do this cosplay. We'll play around with the lines, because I'll do the face lines and stuff. We might do it where I do the mouth lines too. So what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to use this pencil. Again, I'm not the expert here, but we're going to use this to line the waterline. And then we'll probably use the liquid for details, because the liquid does not like the wet part of your eye. This likes it a little bit more, so it goes on a little bit easier. Eyeliner has become my least favorite and my most favorite part of doing makeup so far for cosplays. Because the results look amazing, but trying to get it on has not always been the easiest. So yeah, you can take this video more as a average person who doesn't really, because I get a lot of questions like, how do I start cosplaying? How do I do that? So this is, I don't really know what I'm doing with makeup, but you ask questions and you watch people do it and you kind of just start doing it yourself. This is what the average person who isn't a makeup expert doing cosplay looks like. Or someone who doesn't do makeup even every day of their life, they just do it when they cosplay. That's me. So now the real interpretation comes in. What did I do on the sides? Kind of with the Jojo look. The Jojo look, they always do like, they always have interesting eyeliner. See, I've never done the eyes like this before. I always do them different, so. That's what I like about JoJo, is like the colors aren't really specific, the characters are all different, everything. We're gonna go ahead and put some setting powder on this, because I'm already starting to sweat, and I don't want to sweat all the makeup off already. And then we just gotta kind of style the hair over to the side. Let's go ahead and do the highlighter next. This is the fun part. And we just gotta kind of follow our cheekbone. What's interesting is I kind of learned the concept of makeup from painting miniatures. Because you do the same thing, you do edge highlights, you paint recesses, you kind of sink your cheeks in. Kind of the good way to do makeup is kind of like contort your face and see where your natural recesses are, because the best way to make makeup look natural and good is to follow kind of your natural recesses. And so now the fun part is that you now take a lighter color. We're going to do the lightest one, because we're going to do kind of just like a thin thing up above here. And now this is what makes it pop. I'm going to take the bigger brush and we're just going to kind of blend it out. So that way it doesn't look like I've got a patchy face. So we're just going to make those lines a little bit more defined. We're using like a thin tipped liquid eyeliner. And we're just going off, we already had like blobs from the thicker eyeliner. Yeah, that looks fine. So we're highlighted, we're all nice. What's next, you say? We get our eyeliner pencil again. And what are we lining? Not our eyes, we're outlining our face. So Prosciutto's kind of got these lines that go down the side of his face. He's got like the nose lines. Let's kind of get creative with it. Like I said, I'm gonna line my top lip, because that's kind of how the JoJo characters are drawn. And then they also usually have like lines that go down. That kind of gives you like that weird, sinister cartoon look. And now we're gonna add some furrowed brow. So I'm just gonna kind of furrow my brow and add some lines in here so we look kind of cartoony. And then we're gonna do the nose lines. And where these usually stop is like kind of right where the round of your nose is. So you kind of want to start from the middle of the nose, kind of stop. You don't want to go too far down the nose. And we're going to do the sidelines as well. Let's go ahead and look at a reference for that, because that's one I always mess up. So it kind of follows down like from the temple, kind of past the eye. It almost follows like the cheekbone. And then there's like some little cross hatches. We're going to do it on the other side. We're going to try to make it match the best we can, but obviously it's going to be a little bit different, and that's okay. You don't want to go too crazy with it. You want it to be enough that people are like, oh, okay, he's doing like anime, but you don't want it to be, you don't want to line your whole face, but we're going to do like maybe some shadow lines up here, so that way it's just kind of like full in picture. We're going to do under here. Sometimes I like to just do, not like a full straight line, but just a little bit. You just kind of very lightly, kind of like outline. And then I like lining my collarbones a bit, just so you get that extra little cell shading JoJo look. So that's the makeup. We just part the hair to the side, get the costume on, and we're golden. See you in the field. Squadra for life.
That's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes.